Hi ladies, and welcome back to Dipnailswigtales. In today's episode, it's going to be part 2 of Wigs 101. Today we're going to be talking about all the things about the hair itself, what the hair type means, what the quality means. By the way, this is my 16-inch hat hair that I make. The other one that I wore was the 12-inch, and this is 16-inch. These are very comfortable. This is typically what I wear on a day-to-day basis. I wake up with them on and I go to sleep with them on. But I wanted to let you know that if you would like one made, I will leave all the information down below. You can email me, you can send me a direct message on Instagram or Facebook, or just leave me your email or contact info down below. So let's get into the video, part 2, Wigs 101, all about the hair type. Okay, first we're going to talk about Remy hair, and I have all my notes here so I don't give you any wrong information. It's hair that is collected from one source or one donor. The cuticles are intact and all aligned in the same direction, so you're not going to experience any tangling or anything like that. Remy hair, most donors come from China and India, so it's really good hair. You will see little short hairs mixed in your Remy hair. That's just natural, and it does have a natural taper at the end. Remy hair has been, not always, but could have been dyed, processed with like a perm or something like that, so it's not a virgin hair. It has had things done to it, but they have graded it to be good. So that's Remy hair. Virgin hair just means that it's never been colored, processed, or dyed or anything like that, so that is the best quality you can get. A lot of virgin hair will come in different colors, so if it says virgin and it's a light blonde, that's the color that grew out of that person's head. All the hair, the cuticle is intact, all aligned the right way. So if you see virgin hair, it might cost you more because it is good hair. Okay, European hair. What is European hair? It is usually from Russia, so that's where most of the sources come from. Usually Eastern Europe is what the research that I found said. It is available in different textures, meaning straight, wavy, or curly, and usually they will say the wavy European hair usually costs a little bit more. It does come in different colors, so light blonde, dark brown to black hair, so that means it's less processed. It has a finer texture and it looks the most Caucasian. European is my favorite because it holds a curl really well. My favorite wigs are European. My eye wig, my Deborah's Enchanted. I love those. So that's European. Brazilian hair. It's a hot seller, especially within extensions. This is Brazilian hair. I haven't really curled it much. I did a little braid and it did hold the wave pretty well. So that's good for that. It is a softer, usually curlier texture, and that is true because when this air dries, it has a curl to it. This means it's been collected from donors who are of the Brazilian origin. Now, if it says Brazilian-like, that just means that it's been graded to be most like Brazilian. It's beautiful, bouncy hair, has a really shiny look. Looks good curled, straight, wavy, less likely to frizz, which I find that when air dries, it does dry with a little bit of frizz, but I guess if you added some product, it is less likely to frizz. That's Brazilian. Russian hair has been collected from donors who are origin from Russian, very similar to European hair. Russian style hair will just mean that it's been graded most likely to look like Russian, and when you think of Russian hair, you usually think of Slavic hair is the most sought after right now, very expensive. It is collected from donors in Central and Eastern Europe, such as Russia, Ukraine, and areas like that. Very similar to European hair in quality and in the hair shaft diameter, known as the highest quality. I have not had Slavic, so I don't know much about it, but I've heard that it does frizz a lot more, so it's more prone for frizzy. So, but it's going to cost you more. It's going to be the most like Caucasian hair, other than I think European looks a lot like it, and Brazilian. I mean, looks pretty good to me. Mongolian. I have a Mongolian wig that I love, but to me, in my opinion, doesn't hold its curl as well. It takes a little more heat. It's slightly coarse, and in my information and research, I found it said that it holds a curl well. I beg to differ, but I don't like to put strong heats, and then when I held the heat on mine a little bit longer, it did hold the curl better. It is an Asian origin, thicker hair shaft, not as light as some hair types, heavier density, maintains a soft texture. I agree with that. It can be a cross between Chinese and Malaysian hair, most similar to European hair. So it's going to be thicker than European hair. Now let's talk about synthetic hair. So synthetic hair, it isn't always mean it's a bad thing. Synthetics have come a long way. What synthetic hair is, it's just a synthetic fiber. It can be heat friendly and non-heat friendly. It'll usually tell you if you can put heat on it. If it's not heat friendly, you can usually style it if you want to change the way it looks with a steamer. But it's hair that's always ready to wear and pre-styled. So if I bought a curly looking synthetic wig and I washed it when it dried, it's going to dry just like that. It's got like a memory. It's hard to tell when someone's wearing a synthetic these days because they look so good. They've come so far. The HD fibers can look a little less like human hair and more like synthetic hair just because the way they have to change it. Most heat-friendly fibers can take up to 350 Fahrenheit heat. However, most recommend 270 to 280. So you can heat style them. The only thing with synthetics is you want to buy synthetic only shampoo for them. I have had one and I liked it. It was my first wig. What I liked about it is, entering the wig world and wigs are confusing to you, a synthetic is nice because you don't have to do much to it. They're just not going to last as long. You do need to buy special shampoo, conditioner, and hairspray and all that for your synthetics for them to last as long as possible. But it's like once you wash it and you air dry it and it dries really fast, it's still going to look the way it looked. They just wear out faster. So synthetics are always a good option, especially if you're new and you just want to try a wig. Amazon has tons of cute ones, and I am going to try a few just to show you guys what some of them look like. Now I'm going to show you some of the different hair types that I have and how they look. So this is Brazilian hair when it's wet and it's drying. So it kind of dries with a little bit of a curl. I just want to let you see what it looks like. It is nice hair. It always has a nice shine to it. And this is just conditioned and drying. Now this is Mongolian hair. I don't know if you can just tell by me showing you, but it does have a thicker shaft and it doesn't hold curl as well, just like sitting. Like I curled this one and it was pretty curly. Maybe if I have a picture, I'll enter it. But just sitting, it's lost a lot of the curl. But it has a thicker, heavier consistency. I don't oil this one as much because it seems like it just makes it heavier. But this is my Gardo Deluxe and it is Mongolian. This is European hair. So it has a thinner, finer texture. Holds curl very well. I curled this one like 2 months ago and have worn it a lot and it still has held some curl. It's still got a beautiful shine, even processed to this light blonde. It still looks good. It feels good. I never noticed that it frizzes or anything, so I like European and I like Brazilian. Mongolian is good, but if you're one that likes to have your hair to keep its waves after you curl it, it might not be an option for you because you're gonna have to add heat more. Basic Remy hair. It's said of Brazilian texture, I think, but I think it's just Remy, and you can see it's like this is a thicker consistency. And then again, this is Brazilian hair. Hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to keep it short and simple, that way you don't get confused. I know when I first started wearing hair, it was very confusing, all the different lingo and the different words, so I will continue to try to do little videos like this to help people out. That's the point of my channel. But I want to thank you for watching. Please don't forget to give the video a like, and if you need to contact me about one of my hat hairs, all my information is down below. Thanks.